Hey, ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday night version, the on the road edition of studentloanjustice.org. My name is Alan Collins. We are Student Loan Justice. We are the oldest and largest and really the only true grassroots group fighting only and absolutely for student loan justice. So no matter what you want to see happen with your student loans, whether you want your loans canceled, whether you want a break on interest, whether you want whatever you want on your student loans, it starts with getting the constitutional leverage of bankruptcy returned to the citizens. We're fighting for loan cancellation. We started the petition that launched the concept of canceling student loans by executive order into the public conversation in the first place. So if you're new to the group, welcome. You're very welcome here, no matter what you would like to see happen with your student loans. We continue to fight very hard for loan cancellation. We're not super thrilled with this, with what Biden did. Frankly, what he did is sort of gimmicky and cheap. But suffice it to say, I'm very glad to report, I don't know if I'm glad or sad. As of this month, we are now 18 years old. Student loan justice has been around for 18 years now. So we've learned a lot over the years. We've learned all the tricks and traps and games that people play in Washington, D.C. We've looked at this problem extremely carefully and thoroughly for many, many years. We know the way forward, guys, and tell everyone you know about this group because we need them. We've got 1.4 million people in our group, supposedly on paper, between our petition and our other platforms. But guys, we need way more people helping us on a daily basis. We don't have a marketing department. We don't have a staff. We have none of those things. We are a truly grassroots group. So anyways, I hope everybody's doing well out there in the world. I took another mental health night outside of my little frozen shed in the woods. I hope you can understand. I truly believe and I hope that this will be the last week of true winter here in the Northwoods, Wisconsin. We're gonna get more snow tomorrow, and then I hope that'll be it. But anyways, so I'm looking for your comments now. So what I want to talk about tonight, guys, we may have a very important week coming up. I don't know. We should have a good bill coming out in the Senate from Senator Dick Durbin and I assume John Cornyn and Josh Hawley. And I have to be honest with you guys. I'm so pissed at the Democrats right now. By the way, if you're a Democrat or Republican, no matter what your political stripes, you're very welcome in this group. We basically hate both parties. But I am so pissed at the Democrats right now, in particular, Chairman Dick Durbin of the Senate Judiciary Committee. I haven't even contacted them since the end of the year last year. And, I don't even want to call them because I'm just literally so pissed at those people. They betrayed us. They had a great bill. They could have passed it. They had all the votes necessary to get it through the committee, to get it through a full vote of the Senate. Similarly in the House. And at the very last minute, they chose not to advance our bill. So anyways, the rumor is, and I believe it, the Senate bill will be coming out anytime now. Maybe I would say maybe even probably this coming week. So unlike last year, we need to get way more Republican support for both the Senate and the House bill. And we've got to push these things as hard as we can early. We can't do another 11th hour, Hail Mary, that nonsense that we did last year, guys. And so it's a good thing that this bill is going to be coming out very early in this congressional session. So too, I would hope in the House. Although honestly, guys, I would like to see some Republicans introduce this bill in the House. I would like to see people like Matt Gaetz, Glenn Grothman, and pick your Republican. We've got to get Republicans this year, guys. This year is going to be way harder than it was last year because the Republicans, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, as I said, we're a fiercely nonpartisan group. The Republicans historically have been fucking terrible on this issue. Pardon my French. And that is changing, certainly among conservatives from places like the Federalist Society, George Mason University, even the National Review. We've seen very good articles written by people from all of those places calling for the return of bankruptcy to student loans. And again, if you're new to the group, nobody wants to file for bankruptcy, guys. Nobody does. Not you, not me, almost no one. Maybe a few people do. Not very many people relish the thought of filing for bankruptcy. But unless and until we get the leverage of bankruptcy returned to us, we are not going to see anything good happen from Congress or the president. We've got to get that little toothpick of power back on our side. And that's why the founders called for it in the Constitution, ahead of the power to declare war and raise an army. So I'm looking for your quickly, also, please donate for our van, ladies and gentlemen. Not the little static donate thing, although we do need normal donations as well. But no, rather that thing in the Chiron that's scrolling below. Please pitch in for the student loan justice van. It's a GoFundMe thing. You can see the link right there. I'm thrilled to report that I think 178 people have donated around $4,200 or $300 so far. We need to raise about $8,000 to get a reliable vehicle. I originally said 6,000, but can we not get a more robust $8,000 vehicle with no rust and low miles? That's really what we need, guys. That van has served us massively well over decades, quite frankly. It was because of that van that we were able to travel the country in Iowa, Texas, California, Arizona, the whole entire country, actually. Pretty much every state in the union, I believe, I think we didn't hit Oklahoma. I think this was like the one state that we did not hit. But anyways, guys, the van is very powerful. And you can see we use it as a billboard, a moving billboard as well. So it's a very important thing for our functional abilities and stuff. So please help join the 178 people who've already donated. Hey, I see we have quite a few comments here tonight. Oh, that's great. Hey, Leslie's with us. Hey, Leslie. Vanjie's with us tonight. Hey, Vanjie. Gordon Wayne Watts is here with us. So let me just get to the comments now. I see Gordon is overwhelming the group again. Okay, that's fine. Leslie Fishman says, everybody has been fucking terrible. Leslie says, pardon Leslie's French. Yeah, guys, here's kind of the way I'm thinking about this thing, right? We do not have to put up with this bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Constitution on our side. Almost 60% of all student loan borrowers had quit paying even before the pandemic. And whenever they try and turn this lending program back on, 80% of the people are not going to pay. So the loans will not be paid. The loans will be canceled. So that is really a mathematical certainty at this point. So we got that going for us. However, as I said, the quick, clean, civil way to the efficient, quick, clean, civil way to dispatch this problem starts by us getting the leverage of bankruptcy return, and cancellation will follow soon thereafter. Make no mistake, that's certainly true. So we need to push Congress as soon as this bill comes out in the Senate, and whenever the bill comes out in the House. We need to push Congress as harder than we ever have before, in the best of good faith. That's important, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at some point, it may become, in fact, at some point, it will become clear to us, me and Ed and, Vanjie and Leslie and some of the old timers, Gordon, some of the old timers on this group, we can spot a dog when we see it in this space. And I would hope that by middle of the summer or so, it will be very obvious whether the Republicans are going to screw us or not. And the Democrats, by the way. The Democrats are no pillars of heroism on this issue, but it's the Republicans we're most worried about. We should know by the middle of summer what the lay of the land is. It may well be, guys, that we have to get drastically more radical. It may very well be that our good faith efforts don't bear any fruit. So we will cross that bridge when we come to it. But in the meantime, for the next 3-4 months, we have to push Republicans and Democrats in the best of good faith, and hoping and expecting, and I do hope and I do expect that they will finally return bankruptcy rights to these loans. But we'll be able to tell what the dealio is by July, August. So I'm putting that off to the future. I'm not going to worry about what happens, yay or nay. Right now, we've got to push these people in the best of good faith. And all of our efforts are going to be 85% of our efforts will be geared towards exactly that. In Iowa this summer, this spring and summer, wherever the winds may blow us as is appropriate for this problem. So Gordon says, well, actually, let me just take it from the top. And hold on, I'm going to do a little refresh. And the 178 people who've already donated. So Gordon says, "Arg, 1 minute late. What song? There was no song, Gordon. I'm schlepping it in the big city here tonight. I'm taking a mental health night away from my frozen shack in the Northwoods." Hey, Vanjie says, more banks are crying poor today in the news. Screw them. Let them fail. You know, we don't take a position on the bank bailout issues, but I will say that money has to be drawn from, and I don't care what President Biden said, how the taxpayer won't be responsible. That's nonsense. The Treasury will be writing checks to the account holders at SVB and whatever the other bank is, and any other banks that go belly up. The Treasury will be writing checks to those account holders. Canceling student loans requires not one dime to be drawn from the Treasury, requires not one penny to be added to the national debt. So think about how freaking easy it is to cancel student loans as opposed to these bailouts. And I can only imagine who the account holders are at SVB who have more than $250,000 in deposits. They're probably not hurting, I would think. They're probably not in the lower income group like I and many other people on our group are. Gordon says, not that you want to do a join chat now, but I can't find this option. Gordon, I'm going to give you a window here. This coming week, let's say Thursday, me and you will do a joint live stream together. How's that sound? My only ground rules is that you have to stop talking at least once in a while. If any of you know Gordon, he is a very vocal person. Hey, Vanjie says, I kind of think Hawley isn't a supporter, but he just wants to be in the mix for his greedy Mohila state of Missouri. I don't know about that, Vanjie. I do know that Josh Hawley said some very nice things about our bill in the Senate last session. He co-sponsored the bill. That is strong. And that bill is not good for Mohila. So I don't know what sort of connections Hawley has with Mohila. I do know that Mohila is a cancer on the state of Missouri, and quite frankly, the entire agency and everybody in it should be run out of the state on rails, on a train, a la Jesse James, like in reverse, Missouri. Mohila is evil and nasty. They contribute nothing to the state of Missouri that is any good. The people of Missouri are being ruined by federal student loans. And Mohila is fighting hard as they possibly can against their own people. The people of Missouri owe more than the entire Missouri state budget, like $35 billion to $25 billion. $10 billion more do the people of Missouri owe in federal student loans than the entire state budget. That is just that is just a outrageous and obscene statistic there. Everybody in Missouri, tell everyone you know in Missouri what I just said. Very important. Vanjie says, newly elected cohort Senator Eric Schmidt has a history in Missouri Attorney General office supporting Mohila. Yeah, Eric Schmidt's terrible. He is claiming great credit for that Mohila lawsuit. Eric Schmidt is a bad guy for sure, no doubt about it. That's why we need to push him the hardest. Like, we need to push him and Virginia Fox and some of the super bad guy Republicans harder than any of the rest. We need to neutralize those people. Those people are evil and vicious, and they need to be rode out on a rail, in my humble opinion. But as I said, we're going to push all of these people in the best of good faith. So Eric Schmidt included. So, all right, guys, I had meant to keep it very short tonight, but I hope that you're picking up what I'm laying down here, guys. This week could be the launch point for our legislation in the Senate. Probably won't be in the House, might be in the Senate. If not this week, I would guess next week. So we've got our marching orders, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope that you take it very seriously. And I don't know what else to tell you guys, but we're it. If there was another group actually fighting this fight, I would join that group. I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be a happy volunteer in some other group. But guys, this group right here is ground zero in the fight for student loan justice. Pay no attention to the nonsense about the Supreme Court case, guys. I'm telling you, it's a manufactured, swamp-friendly, child-proofed political issue that the left and the right are going to use to do a little food fight about. And yeah, we're paying attention to it, obviously, but it's just not that important. What's far more important is that we don't be hypnotized and lulled into a false sense of, I don't know, laziness or stupor or hypnosis as we watch the Supreme Court bullshit unfold. We have work to do, guys, and that means me and you and Vanjie and Gordon and everybody that I see on the group here tonight. And most importantly, you. If you've never helped, this is not a watch it happen group. We're not here for your entertainment. We're here to solve the student loan problem. None of the other groups are doing anything or fighting in an effective way at all to get anything more than nonsense. We're fighting for the actual solution to this problem. And if you want that to happen for your loans, this is your problem. You need to get your knuckles a little muddy and a little bloody, like Gordon and Vanjie and Lisa. And I could name names for many hours. We've got hundreds of diehards on this group, but we need hundreds of thousands of diehards on this group. And if you forget everything that I say tonight, remember this. If you're ever wondering what you might be able to do, watch a few of our previous live streams, but maybe more to the point, check out our daily actions. You can see our daily actions right there. We don't do daily actions every day, but we do daily actions 3 or 4 times a week. You can always do the past 2 weeks worth of daily actions. They're very current. They're very well timed and well targeted. They're very smart. You need a Twitter account. You just do. I hate Twitter. Everybody hates Twitter. You need a Twitter account. But you can make that happen, and only you can make that happen, and only when a significant percentage of the people on our group do these actions and get their knuckles a little bloody and muddy are we going to win. And we will win. We will win quickly when that happens. But until then, guys, we're going to be screwed. So you have no idea how important you are. And don't think that you're better than us, because you're not. You can't prom queen your way through this. And if you want to sit around and eat popcorn and watch other people work, go join one of the other groups, because honestly, we don't need you here. So I hope that's clear, guys. I hope that you will donate to the van and get us on the road. If I think if only like 170 people donated like $20, we would be on the road. So it shouldn't be a big deal. But fundraising has slowed down on this since the first week. Like the first 10 days, we raised over half what we needed. And I think we've raised only a little bit since then. So come on, guys, get this sucker done for us so that we can quit talking about it. It all helps, dudes. So I will be back tomorrow from my normal abode. But get this done, guys. This is a fight that we can, must, and should, and will win when you help. So good night. Good luck. Godspeed with your actions. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless everyone.